enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Einstein can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
Some shit has to be in there. There you go. Look at that. Okay.
Edited it for you.
Thanks. That's the best ever. Welcome, everybody, to the Box State Boys podcast. You know what it is. I am your host, Steven Zamora. You can follow me on Twitter at ZamoraBSB. Joined, as always, by the most beautiful co-host a man could ever ask for. Let me introduce this guy over here. First, he was snubbed from the 2024 NBA All-Star Game. His father is Zeus, and he won Best Male Actor at the Adult Video News Awards. He is your boy at King Sanchez 70 on Twitter.
Oh, wrong side.
Pointed at me.
Yeah.
I pointed at you. On mine,
Yeah.
I pointed at him.
Oh, if you're on YouTube, you're confused. If you're on Spotify, it makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Don't mind who I'm pointing at. Don't even fucking worry about that.
No.
Just point to the
So.
same side you pointed at when you do his.
Yeah. Okay. So
Just wherever
no,
you think your boy
there
is
you
sitting, imagine
that's
he
so
pointing
weird. Why is my shit flipped? Oh, maybe my camera's flipped. Huh?
It's a mirror. It's mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
he, on
mirrored
my
so that way it could read legibly. See, like this is supposed to be backwards, but because of the thing, it's right. It's read right. You know
Like
what I
same
mean?
thing with your, like it would say socks, like it would be backwards. Like all your shit would be backwards.
It'd say Abin on your sweater behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it does.
But now it says
Says
On
NBA.
my
Yeah.
shit, it does. Yeah, on my shit, it does. I think on my personal one, it's flipped for some reason.
Oh,
So, yeah. I'm pointing.
Makes
Oh well. Okay. Well, let's introduce our other co-host here. That guy, I guess.
yeah. And to look the other way on the other one.
I guess. All right. He won a Pulitzer for his own autobiography. He made out with the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, after she passed away. And
Oh.
he came from Viltrum to enslave the human race. He is Oso. You can follow him at Osman_BSB on Twitter.
I wish I had all-encompassing power. I might just have fun. I think
What would you do with that?
if I was as strong as Omni-Man or like Superman level,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be on fucking Earth. Earth is full of weak fucking creatures. I could be
Would
somewhere.
you fly
where
around till you found somewhere tight?
Huh?
Would you fly around till you found somewhere tight to chill or to like explore something that's
I
like
don't know.
more advanced?
'Cause, like
Or would you
at
just
that point,
like,
you're like a planet, right? I mean, anywhere you go, you could just kind of impose your will wherever you're at. That'd be fucking insane to be able.
yeah,
to
but there's a lot of planets that ain't got shit on it, probably.
I'll go
You
find.
might be a
spend the
planet
time to
that
go
could challenge
find one
you.
that does.
Yeah, I'll go find Goku and fight him.
Break
Yeah.
the fourth wall and get into anime.
Do something. Like I don't know. Would you just stay here if you're a super powerful, all-encompassing being?
I would
I'd
fly
fly in
around
space
the
all the time.
galaxy.
I wonder, can you find your way back though? Like, what if you like had all your shit here, and you're flying around the galaxy? You'd probably just get lost, right? Like,
You'd have to remember your directions,
yeah, but like, how the fuck do directions work in space?
and they don't really. Space is constantly moving.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could just,
You get
it's like the
lost.
desert. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
just-
you get lost.
everything looks the same.
You'd have to have
You'd have
someone
to
here that
stay-
has the coordinates, and that could give you coordinates.
Yeah, you would have to stay within the parameters of
You'd
of
have
our
to see that shit.
fucking solar system at least to be able to see it. You know?
You could probably see it all the time. Like he could probably just look and be like, "Oh shit, where's Earth?" and sees it and like, "Okay, let me go back."
Yeah, he's probably got
Yeah,
super
his
vision,
eyes.
or like
Yeah.
he's got like the ultimate being. Like they got good memory, right?
Well, like
he probably
Goku could feel the
remembers-
energy of the planet, so that's how he knows where he's at. He
Yeah,
just searches for Earth's energy and then IT's back to it.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. I don't know.
That
So
would
yeah,
tell- I would
if
fly
I
through-
had the ability, I would fly all over. I would go to I would try all kinds of different planets and shit. I would try to find alien life. I might even bring alien life back to Earth just so it'll be like, look, people, look, there's fucking aliens.
I would play Minecraft IRL, like creative mode Minecraft. Like I'd
Just
find
make shit.
lava and shit, building things,
Build a
building
house and
houses
shit. Start a farm.
build an underwater cathedral and shit. You know what I mean?
Lava waterfalls, like just on top of
Like
a
if you're
mountain.
like Mr. Manhattan, that's tight. That's tight power. If who's all just sitting there like this, and that shit's just like constructing behind him, all fucking.
That fool can rearrange atoms at will and shit. Like, fuck, that's crazy.
That fool could be getting pussy, working, and playing video games all at once.
He
That
could be
shit
doing
is
a million
hot.
things at once. Shit.
That'd be tight.
Is he like
Oh,
a super genius too?
Yeah.
He's like he's a scientist,
knows-
wasn't he? Before all that shit
Yeah.
happened. But now he's just like he knows everything. Like even if he wasn't a scientist before, I think he'd be what he is because he's unlocked everything.
He's just in
Yeah.
tune with with
universe.
nature. With
That
the
motherfucker
universe.
became like an instant god, huh?
He is pretty much. Like, nothing can touch that fool. Nothing can kill him. Like, as soon as he sees an attack or feels one about to happen, that fool could just teleport somewhere else or fucking just
That fool could like
dude,
read
we
your
did
mind and
before
shit.
attack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Food can grow twice the size. That food can take away your oxygen. That food can do all kinds of silly shit. It's crazy.
Mr. Manhattan is cool, man. I like him. He might be the best.
He's OP. That's why they don't let him in the Justice League or have him have his own shit. That's why he's with the fucking Watchmen or whatever.
Because he's a bitch, huh? It's like easy mode. Watching someone play something on easy mode.
Let that shit happen in the 70s when he doesn't give a fuck and let all the other people run around. Nowadays, he would just say, "Stop all of this."
Didn't he
and
make
fucking-
like him, Galactus? Oh no, who's out? Who's in that universe? Not Galactus. Is it Galactus? No.
No.
Who's in that universe that's strong as fuck like that? Doomsday.
Darkseid.
Is Doomsday?
Darkseid,
That strong?
Darkseid's probably stronger than Doomsday.
Is Darkseid stronger than Mr. Manhattan?
I don't think anything is as strong as Mr. Manhattan.
Like, yeah, like if
I
that
think
fool can
anything's
just
even
like,
close.
make your body explode just looking at you, I don't know what the fuck else you can do against that.
Well, can he do that to Darkseid?
I don't see why not. Like that fool just has to look
Darkseid
at
wouldn't
him.
let that shit happen. That fool would fucking slap the shit out of him.
Yeah, but that fool could just straight up stop him. Like, you know, just fucking
Darkseid is angry as fuck.
laser beam.
Who could
huh?
just
Give
take him
that
apart
ID.
atom by atom, you know? Like he'll just like look down and like he'll see like little skin cells popping off and shit, and then
All right, so
his whole
like,
arm
is
will just
Thanos
disappear.
as strong as like Galactus and all them fools in his universe?
Fuck no.
But the stones he
so.
is though.
With the stones, he's the strongest. Nobody's ever wielded all six powers.
So like
Infinity
Thanos
Stones.
with the stones against Dormammu, Thanos wins.
Probably, yeah, because he has
Probably.
reality. He like all those stones are
He could just
like
snap that shit away.
control
He could just do
anything.
that.
Yeah,
Dormammu, you're gone.
snap him away, make him reality to where he doesn't exist and shit. Like he can do whatever he wants.
I turn that fool into bubbles or whatever. Huh?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he can turn Dormammu into bubbles and shit. Turn that fool into just a big ass flower if he wants. Fuck.
He's like a planet, or he's like a universe or a realm or something.
He's like a ancient being in the dark realm.
He's a
Yeah,
dark.
he's like the god of
That's-
he's like the god of that realm.
He just sucks those little fucking shadow cucks up. They're like, oh, and they just fly into him.
They said,
We want to be part of the ancient one.
Take me, door poppy. And they're like, all right, come here.
here's your immortality, bitches. Follow me.
And they just get all sunken and dark and shit and just float up to him gracefully. Huh?
Gracefully, all fucking mindless.
All right, today's
I'll
topic
never do
boys, is
that.
Grace. What do you guys feel about it?
She's
About
cool.
Grace.
She's hot. Huh?
Yeah,
She kind of
I'd kiss her.
I used to have this horse called Grace the Secret.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that horse.
Yeah,
And me and my boys used to cut people with our hats and shit and talk weird
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
and make
That
shady
people
dealings
started
with the
against
Jews.
ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
There's
about all I
opposite.
know about that show. Did I get it right? Did I hit on the nose?
Yeah, all those. Yeah, those are all correct.
There you go. PQ Blinders stand in the building here.
Yeah. For real, for real. I love that fucking show. That might be my favorite show ever. I watch that shit still.
I should watch Peaky Blinders. You think?
You never watched it
Yeah,
yet?
it's- You can
I
get
haven't watched a
used
lot
to
of
the.
shit.
You can get used to the the English accents and shit.
The last
That's the
movie I
thing, you
saw
have to
in
watch
theaters
it a
was
lot.
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Watch Superhero.
No, I said the last thing I saw in theater was Dragon Ball Superhero or Super
Oh.
Broly. Broly movie.
Watch Blue Eye
God
Samurai.
damn, that was a long ass time ago.
Facts, bro. That was before COVID.
That's when I
Damn,
was
really?
still
That
living
is,
there.
huh?
Yeah. That was in like 2018 or 17.
Damn,
So,
that's when I was getting high.
I was illegally streaming thing. I like to illegally stream things. That's where I get
we
my.
just went with Squad, huh? Squad just went to the fucking theater and watched that shit. Took up that whole front row.
I remember I got high as shit. Like I forgot what we were smoking, but I was fucking.
We were
dank,
smoking
bro.
that bland, dog.
We were smoking something. And I think wax. We were taking dabs and shit in the car or something. Like I remember getting super high in the car before we went in there, and like I was just like puffed, bro. I was like,
Went in there, saw some tight ass movie, high as fuck. Shit was crazy.
yeah, but yeah, sitting in the front row of a movie theater is not the moves. Kind of like you just look up like this. You're like, whoa.
But they had the
Yeah,
recliner
yeah.
seats, so I just fucking sat back. I just
I just
laid
sat
back
back
and
up
watched
there.
that shit. Huh?
That'd be cool to watch that shit on the one at the museum where the whole fucking
Oh, the IMAX.
the IMAX one. Yeah, that
That's
should have been.
sometimes I think they have an IMAX in some of the theaters.
Yeah, well, some movies come out with IMAX, right? Like IMAX,
Yeah.
IMAX 3D, and all that shit.
Like I
Let's
know
see.
Belmar has IMAX theater.
Yeah.
I saw the what's the Black Widow movie? I saw that shit with the 4D shit, and like every time that bitch got kicked, you like felt like you got kicked in the back and shit. That shit hurt.
Oh, that's sick. Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I like
The
that
spaceship was
to the
falling
M&M
apart.
factory when when the little socks were running around and like they made it seem like something was at your feet and shit.
Like the mice, huh? And you just feel the wind.
And it feels like little things are
There
running
was
around.
this one, I can't remember if it was Disneyland or Disney World, but it was like a Lilo and Stitch one. And he ate chili dogs and then he burps and it's the 4D, so like it puts out his like burp of chili dogs from the head, and like that shit almost made me throw up. Like I was gagging the whole fucking day after that shit. Like I stood up, walked out of that shit. I was like, oh hell no.
It smelled
Went to
like
the trash
that.
can, it smelled disgusting, and it like fucking lingered in my nose. I swear to God, like I smelled it the whole day. Was gagging the whole fucking day.
Was everyone like, ew?
Yeah, and I was like,
Like this is so fun. It stinks now. Oh, yeah,
that
like
shit was
done up and shit.
disgusting. Like I don't know how nobody else threw up. That shit was so disgusting.
Yeah, they did that on the M&M one too. Or like, it looked like someone spit and they squirt like little water at you.
Yeah.
I would have just paid someone to really spit on you, get that immersion going. You know what I mean?
It's just a
Something
ball
just
of spit.
crawls up in front of your seat and just walks up.
And you pay for your ticket, I'll spit in your fucking face. I'm like, that's for later. There's a scene. You'll know what I'm talking about. Then in the show they do it, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, great. This is a great experience now. You know what I mean?
I'm immersed. I'm immersed in this now. I'm fully bought in.
I know what that felt like. You know what I mean?
I know it's like this spat on by that guy. Yeah.
Like, bam, there you go, man. That's just that's a pre-order.
Let's go see Madam
Deluxe
Web in 4D now.
Fuck.
Madam Web. Fuck, I'm glad I don't watch movies. Some of that shit's a waste of time. Like, what if you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited for Madam Web, and then they're like, oh, this is the worst movie to ever fucking be made ever. Like, oh shit.
A lot of people were like that.
They're like, goddamn.
Because it was like
I'm on my
everybody
way
was
back.
hoping it would tie in like all the Spider-Man movies and shit.
Can you get your money back for a bad movie if you don't like it? Or be like, man, this fucking movie sucks.
Probably
No.
if you go and complain,
Experience.
fucking theater, you went and saw that.
Maybe if you keep the ticket and the receipt and you come back with bad ratings from like Rotten Tomatoes and all that shit, and you're like, look, this movie fucking sucked. I paid to see it. It's shit product. Fuck this. At least, give me $10 back or something.
Fuck no. If that movie sucks, I'm going into that hallway looking at the times and waiting for a movie close to that time to fucking go watch that one.
Yeah,
You just
maybe
tell
they
them,
can do that.
No, I just went in here. I just paid for a shitty movie. I'm about to go watch a decent movie.
Hey, Steve, remember we used to sneak in Westminster movies? Have someone go open that door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
And you
shit
pay for one
back
ticket. Go open the door, have all the homies in there watching shit.
I used to do that
Just
shit at
running
Belmont.
around acting stupid.
Their side door was just like at a parking, like at the parking lot, so everybody just go park right there, walk up, and just somebody just come open that door. Everybody go walk in, just go right into the movie theater.
Or like,
Go
and we did
check
that too
tickets.
at I think it was maybe it was Rockies, but we take the tickets and throw them over the fence, and they get them, and then they go use them, come back in. There you
Elitches,
go.
we used to do that.
You said you get 12 people, and they're off 2 tickets. You feel me? Yeah, Elitches.
We
Elitches
used
used
to
to be
pass
like
each
that.
other the season pass. Where like somebody
Yeah.
would use that shit, and then they would just put it behind them. The next person would just grab it real quick, give them the same season pass.
Just everyone free, dog. Everyone's in there for free. I love that. I
All of
love
us got
shady
season
shit
pass.
like that. Like, if you want to get me wet, tell me some shady shit you did. You know what I mean? Tell me some like small time crook things you would do to get by. You know what I mean?
That time you stole a candy bar.
Me
Yeah.
and Zach used to steal iPhone cases all the time.
You didn't even
Yeah,
have an
yeah,
iPhone
we
for
did.
his phone?
Yeah, he would get iPhone cases, and then I would just get the Samsung cases. But like, we would both just get fucking like iPhone ones. This shit was tight.
That's how you guys just walk away with them.
Yeah, and one way like before they put them in cases, they just had them on shelves. You just go open that shit real quick, and then put that fucking box somewhere. Just walk around.
One time when I first got out of jail, me and this with Steve went to the grocery store, to the little convenience store, and I stole a bunch of those taquito things off that roller, and I just had that shit in my pocket. I had like 5 of them right here in my coat pocket. Paid for the drink, shit. Walked out with a full tummy. You feel me?
Huh, they didn't even know. Huh?
Yes, we
They
stole
didn't know
the
about it.
Girls Gone Wild video one time too. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, from 7-Eleven.
Girls
We
Gone
stole
Wild.
that whole fucking magazine. Or no, just a movie. I don't
It
know.
was something,
We
yeah.
used to watch it, man. There was some titties on that shit. I'll tell you that.
Every time we fucking go to 7-Eleven, this fool would steal some shit.
Yeah. See, and like, you know what's crazy, bro? I can't go to 7-Eleven by my house because I did that shit. Because I try to stay in practice. You know what I mean? Like, I make good money, but I got to make sure if shit goes to shit, I know how to survive. And this motherfucker caught me, and so I just had to walk out, and now I can't go back to that 7-Eleven again.
What do you say? Hey,
Now
give
you see
me
that
that.
motherfucker dies or retires or something.
Yeah.
He brought much shame to me. He said, "What about that shit you put in your pocket?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "That shit." I was like, "I don't have it." And then I paid for my shit that I was gonna buy, and I walked out, and I never went back. You gotta stay in practice, you know what I mean? And if you get caught, you should stop stealing shit.
Now you gotta go to the 7-Eleven down there, the other way, huh?
Yeah, I go somewhere else. I I was like, fuck, man, I can't come to the 7-Eleven. If you're gonna steal shit, don't do it so close to your house. Do it like, far away from your house.
Yeah, one that you're only gonna go to every once
Go
in a
to
while.
the main gas station next to your house.
Because of my wanting to stay in practice of thievery, my convenience store turned into an inconvenience store. I can't ever use that shit. It's just a fucking
Yeah. Just there now.
yeah, it's just there.
Oh.
That shit was embarrassing. You know what I mean? And so then I was like, fuck, I gotta stop stealing shit to stay in practice.
Yeah. I'm bad at stealing shit. Every time I've ever stolen shit, I got caught. I think pretty much every time. I got when I was little. This kid fucking peer pressured me into stealing candy or some shit, and they caught me. And then I remember because that used to be my convenience store too. I used to go there every day, and then my uncle used to be like, "Hey, let's go to the convenience store," and I'd be like, "Okay," and then we'd go over there, and I'd be like, "I'm gonna wait outside," and he's like, "All right," and then doing that shit so many times, he's like, "Why the fuck do you always wait outside? Come here." And I was like, "All right," and he brought me in, and he was like, "Why does he always wait outside when we come here now?" And they're like, "Because he stole from us one time," and he's like, "God damn it." But they love me after that. Like they're like, "Yeah, that's fucking Steven." Like now they know me. So I was like, "All right, cool."
Why'd you always wait outside? Because he stole from us. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's like fucking a month ago, and he just don't want to come back in again. I was like, yeah. I had so much shame. I was like, oh god damn, they finally.
That's
found
probably
me.
the
So
same with
much
you.
shame.
It's just the shame of showing your face again, huh? You don't want
Getting
to
caught is some
there.
bullshit.
Because I was little too. I was only like probably like 6. And like fucking, I remember like when I stole it, they had me sit behind the counter and shit, and they were like telling me they were about to call the cops and stuff, and that I was about to go to jail, and I was just sitting there like all fucking red and sad and about to
I'm like,
cry.
Barney didn't teach you how to do that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was so sad.
One time we went with that, like, well, Adrian always used to steal shit too, but I remember one time we went to the liquor store, food, and like I saw it, like right in front of us, there was like just this thing full of fucking lighters, bro. And when we fucking walked out, if was like, "Hey, you want a lighter?" I was like, "Yeah." So he gave me a lighter. I was like, "Oh, tight." And then like he started handing out lighters to everyone, food, and he showed me, and that food took all the fucking lighters. Like that food just had like 12 fucking 13 lighters. I was like, how the
God
fuck did you
damn.
take all that shit? Like, I didn't even see you do that shit. Like, and like we were just standing there the whole time. He was just talking to the guy, and he ended up leaving with all the fucking lighters. I was like, oh shit.
Food's just
It
like,
was
yeah,
slick, huh?
man, oh yeah, that's tight, huh?
I was like, you stole all of them from that thing right there, like on that counter. He's like, hell yeah. He's like, there's probably only like one left in that bitch. I was like, oh shit. How the fuck did you do that? That shit was fast as fuck.
Yeah, that food is slick. I remember him doing some shit like that before. I don't remember what it was, but I remember thinking like, going with Adrian, he was gonna get you some tight shit.
That food was mad slick.
Uh-huh.
Like, I remember that food was like, I could steal that car with the key to this car. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. Like that fool was like a master mechanic, but he was about the thievery, son. He was about the slick shit. He was
On the
probably
come
in
up.
Thieves Guild, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
TikTok was on 90.
that shit was 99.
He was working on that skill tree, you feel me?
Working on that thieving.
When he went to prison, that fool jacked a car, some old lady's car. She caught him. She ran out and started yelling at him. And he fucking hopped in that shit, and it was like a blizzard, so the window was full of fucking snow, and that fool just started driving that shit with snow all over it. And like he was just trying to get away, and he ended up crashing into the fucking court building, into the municipal court building, and that's how he got caught. And fucking police came and shit.
Oh
God
fuck.
damn.
That's worst case scenario.
That fool was fucking crazy. Like, remember how strong and fast that fool was too?
Mhm.
He was
Yeah,
a
that
strong.
was wild. That was a wild character.
He was gay, you know what I mean? Which is very.
Yeah.
He was gay.
Like he actually changed my perception on gay people. Like before, we grew up in a bigoted time, you know what I mean? When especially in gangbanger culture, like you couldn't be like really sweet at all, you know what I mean? And fucking like that fool, like when I found out he was gay, I was like, what the fuck? This is like the most manly man I've ever fucking met in my life. Like this fool,
Yeah.
any man I know probably.
Yeah. Like this was fucking crazy. Like this was cool. Yeah.
He's tight. Rest in peace, Adrian, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. He was one of the coolest people I ever met. Yeah.
I know heaven's popping because there's a lot of good people up there, man. For fuck show.
Yeah. All the best ones.
All of us bitches are still here trying to do things.
Still dealing with this physical shit.
Still trying to make money and shit.
Money is the root of all evil, man.
Hey man, what do you think? Should we get on testosterone?
Yeah.
I have a lot of it already.
No, you don't.
No,
You're
you
like
don't.
33. That shit's dwindling. You know what I mean? You're
If you
on
took
your-
some
probably.
testosterone, dog, you'd be feeling great.
If you ever wake
I
up and
can't
your
take
nipples are soft and you like just want to cry and shit, go get some testosterone, son.
Yeah.
I've never had that issue before.
Yeah, you've been young until now. Now you're like, you're getting up there. You should probably get your butthole checked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're about that age. I would get it.
Check your testosterone levels. Get your butthole checked.
Heart rate, blood pressure, all that. Get everything
Mhm.
checked out.
Get your pussy
Physical.
checked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure it's still dry or something, or wet, however you prefer it. Make sure it's the way you want it. I mean,
yeah. Make sure it's not dusty and full of bacteria.
I watched Usher. Now that was some pussy lubricant. Did you guys see that shit? Did you see Usher fucking do his thing on Super Bowl?
In that fucking suit, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I told Linda, I was like, if Ludacris comes on here, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. And he showed up, and I was like, the feels
with his afro again too. No,
Yeah.
no less.
Brought me back. And then it was funny too because I saw a tweet about it. But at first, when Jermaine Dupri came on, I thought that shit was CeeLo Green. I was like, "Who the fuck is that? CeeLo Green?" And it was Jermaine Dupri.
That's what everybody said too.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh shit!" I thought that was CeeLo Green. I said, "Shit, same." That's exactly what I thought. And then they came out. They're like, "Why is Jermaine Dupri out here just like Wednesday Addams?" That fool was wearing like a blazer, a suit blazer with like shorts and like those like dress shoes.
High socks.
Yeah, like the high socks. Yeah, just like Wednesday Addams.
Uh,
Try and get the crowd hype, huh?
That's how you nigga got too much fucking money. You
season
dressing
2.
like that. I want that much money where I'm just like dressing in weird shit, just like fucking metal and shit hanging off my body.
And it's all designer shit, like $1,000 fucking outfit.
Designer, yeah, shit.
Like
I want to dress
minimum.
like Zendaya when in that little fucking RoboCop
Robot.
outfit.
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
that shit was crazy. That was
You
weird.
see, I'll just like a robot with just like my bare ass hanging out the back. It's fucking-
Yeah, just that's the only skin you can see, huh?
Yeah, they're like down his
Their ass
basketball.
and your balls.
There's
That
the
was
O's. Can't mistake
Yeah.
that ass.
like, yeah, look at that. He's dripped in that G-Fon Chi thing. You know what I mean?
That G-Fun chapless
G-Fon the ass robot.
ass chapless.
It looks like Robot Mike with his ass out.
With his ass out. I know Robot Mike.
Stunning, absolutely stunning.
Literally, no, in 2024, Ludacris would steal his drip.
Yeah, that would look like Robot Micah.
I'm surprised he didn't come up and talk shit.
I know, huh?
That was so cool, huh? Like going down the 16th Street Mall, saying what's up to Robot Mike, going to Nike Town and shit, going to fucking what was that other place? There was like another place where you could buy hats and all sorts of like tight shit.
Lids. No, not lids.
No, it wasn't Lids. It was like famous athletes or something like that.
Yeah.
Famous footwear.
And they always had the cool ass kiosks out there too and shit.
Yeah.
I got caught stealing from them too, as a matter of fact. Fucking I went with Ruben and Ruben's cousin Justin, and we were looking at hats down there, and we started putting hats in a fucking what was the CD store right there too? We used to go over there and listen to music all the time.
Yeah.
But we had a bag from them, and we fucking started throwing hats in there. Bro, we had like fucking a bag full with like 15, 16 hats. It was all from their little kiosk thing too. So like it was slick as shit. We had like a gang of hats. And then fucking dumbass Ruben, like I was like, hey, let's go. I don't really like none of these hats. He's like, all right. And we go walking away. I was like, hell yeah. Like we just came up. We got like fucking like 15 hats in this bitch. Like tight. He's like, hold up, fool. Let me go look at this one real quick. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch. And we walked back. And so if we walked up, he was like, let me see your bag. I was like, no. He's like, give me the bag. And he fucking pulled it from me. And he's like, put all the hats back. And then the fucking cops rolled by right then too. I was like, fuck, man, this fool about to snitch on us. And that fool just like looked at the cop real quick, gave me an eye. And he just like put the hats back and let us go. I was like, oh, fuck. I was about to get in jail and in trouble for that one.
You should have just kept walking, son.
I know. Fucking dumbass Ruben, man.
You fuck what he says. You should have kept walking.
And his cousin fucking Justin too. I tried to hand that fool the bag to try to like get, because like Ruben grabbed like 5 of them, and then he handed it to me, and I grabbed the ones I liked, threw them in the bag. I went to go give them to Justin, and Justin just fucking walked off. I was like, the fuck? All right. This was a bitch. And I was like, Ruben, let's go. And then yeah.
He's one of the Westminster kids, you know what I mean? Like he didn't know how to handle that situation.
Yeah, just walk away. He said, "Oh fuck."
Younger kids will take some shit. Like for sure. Like I remember when the first time I got in trouble with the law, the homies like we all hit the computer lab, walked out with some laptops. You feel me? Then the fools got caught up, and they just traced it all back to cameras and all that kind of shit. And I got caught up.
I remember at Skyview, because me and my homeboy Eddie were trying to make a studio, like a music studio, and we snuck into the auditorium right before school was ending, and I tossed that food inside the fucking little like pack projector room area.
Yeah, where the producer guy sits. I
tossed him through the window, and then that food fucking unplugged like this big ass soundboard. Food was worth had to be worth like $1,000. Unplugged all that shit, pulled it out. We threw it in my sweater, and then we ran outside. And that fool Jose was supposed to come fucking swoop us, and we were supposed to leave like right before school ended. And like that fool wasn't there, and that fool was fucking with bitches like all the goddamn time. That's all he was fucking doing. So I had to sit on the fucking front lawn of the school with the fucking big ass thing next to me. The shit's like as big as I am, and just sit with it next to me on the fucking floor. And I was like laying there, like, you know, like I was holding it or some shit, like it was some girl or something. And I was just like laying on the grass like this. And then like everybody got out of school and people were like passing by, like just walking by me. Oh, what's up, Steve? And I'm like shaking people's hands and shit. And I'm like, boo, I'm sweating bullets and shit. I'm like, fuck, man, this is fucking bullshit. Hurry the fuck up, Jose. Oh, that shit sucked ass. And then that fool pulled up.
That's fucking hater shit, dog.
I know. Yeah, and he took forever. So I'm just sitting there, fucking everybody's coming up. And I told that fool Eddie, I was like, no, fuck this fool. I can't sit out here with this shit no more. I'm gonna get caught. And he's like, all right. So we ran back in the auditorium and hid that shit behind like one of the curtains and then fucking ran back out. And then that fool pulls up. And then we get in that fool's car and he's like, you're a bitch, fool. You just fucking left me out there. And he's like, oh, fool, you know me, fool. I had to go fucking get some ass real quick. I was just doing my thing. I was like, well, fuck you, dog. I was all pissed at that fool for like a week. And then they ended up finding it
for shit.
That's a felony if you get caught with
I
that
know.
shit.
That shit was fucking, that shit was super expensive. And then they found it like behind the curtains like a few days later and had like a big auditorium meeting and shit with the whole school. They're like, we know somebody did this. We just need to find out who it is and all this shit. And, you know, made a big announcement. And I was like, anybody fucking snitches? Yeah, fuck yeah. That whole week, bro, I was sweating bullets the whole week. I was nervous as fuck.
Waiting for them to call your name. We saw you.
Yeah, I figured somebody saw the fucking soundboard I was sitting next to.
Sitting out front with that shit. You figured so. I'd be like, oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
With that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank God nobody snitched on me though.
After school that one time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like fucking, it was obvious. I don't know. I'm so happy nobody snitched on me, bro. Glad I had the loyalty of my people over there.
Yeah. Damn, that is wild. Stealing shit is scary, man. Don't be fucking stealing out there. It's scary. It's scary business. You know what I mean?
I always, I just can't steal shit. I always get caught, or something always fucks up on me.
Should get fucked over if you steal some shit, dog. You'll fuck your life over quick. If you steal some crazy shit, don't be doing that, man.
That was the most expensive thing I tried to steal. I got close too, man. I would have had that shit too. Fucking bitch ass Jose would have pulled up and fucking got me out of there. We would have had a whole studio set up and shit. Because we already had like a bunch of other stuff. That was like the last piece we needed was the soundboard to plug everything into. And fucked it up.
I think. Do you think everyone has stolen something? Like people just walking around the store, they get like they'll steal like a little something to drink real quick when they're walking around. Because I see that shit all the time. Like I'll go in there
people like
drinking things or like chips. Like bags stuffed in places, like that's a motherfucker stealing right there. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Or people not having like shopping carts and just being like accidentally putting some in their pocket.
My auntie, she's old as shit, and so she steals all kinds of shit from like Costco and like Walmart.
Oh,
she throws everything. Yeah, she throws all her shit in the buggy and then fucking only scans like the top shit. And then walks out, and she's like, I got caught like once or twice already, but I just tell them I'm old and senile, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So they just bring it up and I ask for it. Yeah, she used to bring us fucking like new fucking sheets and bedroom sets and curtains and fucking all kinds of shit. She's a wild ass lady.
That's sick, dog. That's that shit. It's it's a skill. It's an acquired skill set. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit's funny.
Fuck. God damn.
Using her old age as an excuse is fucking funny to me.
Scams. People be on some scams, bro. Like, have you ever seen the receipt scam? Like, someone buys like, let's say you buy like a $500 fucking, I don't know, vacuum. Then you keep the receipt and you go out there and you give it to someone else, and that person goes in there with the receipt, and then they just take the vacuum and walk out. And then they got the receipt for the vacuum. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You got two vacuums. You return one of them. You get the money back, and then you sell the other one. But you still got the receipt. You know what I mean? And then you just in this everlasting scheme and cycle of vacuums.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
A receipt is really just a fucking paper saying that you own a thing, and you can go get one. Like I could just go grab this shit. I have the receipt for it. I own one of these. What are you gonna say? I don't.
And they're like, okay, this guy vacuum, on your way, sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta do it that day though, huh? Otherwise they'll fucking be like, this fucking receipt's from like a week ago.
People used to do that with bus transfers. Remember that?
Yeah.
They'd walk in there with like a bus transfer and just flash it. And like, but like in the beginning, you used to be able to do that, and then they started color coding that shit.
Yeah, for the month. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I think it's for the day or something. Like they would color code it so that way people like the bus driver could just look at it and know if whether it's valid at that time or not.
Yeah, they had the different colors for the day, and then they had the month at the bottom, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we used to
I
ride the
miss
bus
riding the
everywhere.
buses. I know. I miss riding the buses. That shit was fun. That's some
That shit
fucking
was
wild,
nice.
fucking wild times, man. That bus driver that went the wrong way and shit, like, but he missed like the whole part of his route, huh? And fucked
If we
everybody
start
over.
going fucking downtown, he missed the fucking the transfer station.
The transfer station, huh? That's what he was supposed to
He's
do.
supposed to drop us off at the transfer station so we could go north on fucking Federal, and that bitch just started going downtown.
Down Colfax.
What are you
I went to
doing?
Auraria.
Fuck you doing, you fucking idiot? Everyone just started talking mad shit to that fool. And like that one lady was about to beat his ass. Like everyone, that fool was about to get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah. Some black lady was on there on the bus and she had heels on. She was all pissed. She was like, "Oh hell no, this motherfucker gonna make me walk a mile in these fucking hills. Fuck this motherfucker."
Not in these heels.
On these hills.
And then like it was like me, you, Rob, Kenny, I think. What the fuck you doing? You fucking dumbass! I'm just talking mad shit.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
got
I was
all
sad.
flustered.
Yeah, that fool pulled over at the gas station and like he called another bus driver to come pick us up and take us back to where the fuck we're supposed to be and shit.
That fool fucking pulled the whole fucking 30 fucking bus into the gas station and got out all pissed off. Like, oh fuck, I can't do this no more. I can't do this.
Yeah,
What happened? His bus broke down, or you guys are just
and then like,
No,
we're like
we
what
just
the
grilled
fuck?
the fuck
And
out
they're
of
like
him.
someone else is coming or whatever. So another bus came and pulled up, and we all loaded into that bus, and then that fool took us.
We walked. Remember, we walked all
Oh,
the way
yeah.
across Colfax.
Yeah,
We
we
had to
walked.
walk like all the way down from fucking Auraria campus, basically, back up to the north
Okay.
side to get to the transfer station.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, I remember that, huh? Yeah, because the other bus was coming, but we just fucking walked, huh? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
we
that.
were like, yeah, we're not gonna wait for all that shit. That's just gonna make us late. We were trying to get somewhere. I don't remember where we were going,
Yeah.
but we had
I
to
know, 'cause
get
we were
somewhere.
with Kenny. Like we were with Kenny down south doing something.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just I used to be
But
so high. Like there would be so many times like I would get like super high at like a homie's house or at a party or something. And I'm like, fuck, I have this bus ride to get sober before I get home, or else my dad's gonna fuck me up. And then fucking like I'd be sitting there like all like trying to chill on the bus, drink water and shit, just trying to fucking prepare myself for getting home. And I'd just be flying, bro. I'll be fucking high as fuck.
Hi,
Coming down off of flow and fucking lean and ecstasy and shit. Like, god damn, I just need this bus ride to get me right. My dad like, want me to pick you up? Like, nah, it's cool, I got it, But in reality, I needed to sober up a bit.
I'll see you at
You'll
home.
get
Don't
here
worry
too
about it. I'll
fast.
get there.
But the bus was tight because like I remember like when I used to get money and stuff, just hop on the bus, head downtown, buy a bunch of shit, hop back up, and it was quick. Like the bus from like Federal to downtown, that shit would take like 15 minutes to get downtown. Like
Yeah.
it'd be quick.
yeah, people trip out all the time because like when I used to live in the north side on Cuevas, I tell people like I used to fucking ride my bike to downtown from there, and they're like, "What the fuck?" But it's like it's not that big a deal. Like you just take the little bridges across the river, fucking go through Commons Park, and then you're downtown. You fucking just take
The
Little
north side
Raven or
pretty much
that
is,
little
like, a lot
area.
of it like meshes with downtown like very well.
It's just the river, the fucking or the highway fucking breaks it in half. That's like one of the cool things. Like I kind of want to. That's one of the things I wanted to get tattooed on me is like the bridges that go from that connect the north side to downtown. Because there's all those bridges that cross over I-25 and like the river and shit like
Well,
that.
because like remember too,
That
like for
separates it.
Elitch's, we used to walk from Elitch's to Federal and fucking catch the bus up.
Yeah,
I know we used to walk from
that's
Elitch's downtown to like 16th Street Mall. Like we used to walk. It was very close to the fucking just like the hood and shit.
that's when we were all in the inner city. I couldn't imagine doing that
That's
shit
before
now.
everything was expanded and all big how it is now, huh?
That's in that
And it's
shit.
wild. I was doing that shit at like Nova's age right now, taking a fucking, riding a bike with all the homies from there all the way downtown and going and watching movies and shit and like fucking around. And it's like, I would never let Nova do that shit now. Like, I'd be fucking scared if Nova took her bike around the fucking, the apartment buildings around here.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how things have changed, huh? Our parents didn't give a fuck about us, really. Like, go do shit.
Go
You know
do
what I mean?
you. Just be back before.
I remember like people used to do like our parents used to tell us like go out there and do something. Remember Uncle Cam was about to kick us out because we were playing Madden and eating Chinese food all like for like 5 days. He's like, if
Yeah.
you guys don't fucking go outside today, everyone has to go home. I'm like, fuck, let's go outside and do something.
Yeah. Yeah, go play catch or some shit. That fool was all pissed. That's the one time I seen that fool get really mad at us. He's like, God damn, you guys got to go do something. Get the fuck out of here already. Like, you guys been sitting in this room for fucking 3 days playing Madden and eating Chinese food. Go outside.
I just want to play basketball or something and do some shit. It came back, play Madden.
That's all we would do. We would eat fucking Chinese food or walk to Save a Lot and get a pack of bologna and bread.
You
It
know?
just makes sense. All
Or
day.
some of those little microwave sandwiches for $1. We get some of those. Like I remember, like back in those days, that shit was tight. Like we'd roll up in Ruben's Camry and go hit Taco Bell with like $10. You feed the whole fucking hood for $10 at Taco Bell. Shit, yeah, that 69-cent menu, that 79-cent menu, boy.
Mhm.
You got $3. You walking away with 4 items, friend.
Oh yeah. That Chinese restaurant too, man. We use $1 scoop and shit, $10, feed all of us, and then at the end of the day, we'd go back, and then foods would just give us all the rest of their food. So we would have like that night's food, and then we'd have leftovers for the next morning. Eat that shit, go back, spend $10 more for lunch, go back at night, get a whole fucking another thing. Like that's fuck. We got a cheat code to life.
Just Chinese food and mad and
yeah. Playing franchise mode on that shit for fucking
like we
days.
play on that franchise. We played for like fucking like 12 years, 13 years into the fucking future.
Yeah,
like Ben Roethlisberger was like about to retire and shit. And that's when it was his rookie year and shit.
It was like 2024, huh? Yeah, and we're playing to like right now.
Yeah, just like and then he's like Ruben used to call him the Ruthless Burger and shit.
The Ruthless Burger. That was a fucking idiot.
And then Willis McGahee was all sick on there, and Lawrence Maroney and shit.
Yeah.
I remember growing up was crazy. Like, remember we could go to Freaky's, bro, and like that's when they used to sell like Montana cans, and we used to buy Montana spray paint with all sorts of fucking tips and shit, and just hit up walls, son. Just go tagging and shit.
Fuck yeah, that was my shit, man. Just trying different tips out, different colors out. That shit was fun. Yeah. I want banana yellow this time. Banana yellow with crimson red and fucking
fat tips. Get them super soakers. Like you get that super soaker with that needle nose. You rip that needle nose off, and now you spraying shit. You spray the whole can in one fucking squeeze, baby. Shit.
Yeah.
Put a big ass fucking crip on this motherfucker.
We used to just practice on this whose pool, or not his pool, but the fucking rec center across the street at Barnum. The pool used to be in the back of the Barnum, and it was a huge wall, and there was nothing back there. It was just like empty field and wall. So we would just go back there and fucking practice. And every single fucking night, them fools would paint that shit over. Just come back the next morning, that shit was painted over, and we'd be like, "Oh, cool, blank canvas. Let's go fucking spray that shit tonight."
Like I remember one time the helicopter came and we all running across the field with fucking spray paint.
Did I have a spotlight on for you motherfuckers or what?
No, that was just a hood, you know what I mean? Like the helicopter was looking for somebody. And then like it shit shined right on us. And we're sitting there fucking tagging the fucking pool and we're like, oh shit.
Like, oh shit.
Started dipping.
Because that shit's bright as fuck, like when they have the spotlights on you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you just had a dip.
Just scatter like cockroaches, huh? Just fade away into the dark.
Skiggity scat. We just fucking ran. You know what I mean?
Say hootie hoo and just spread apart.
I remember if you get caught with I remember my mom and dad caught me with the spray paint can. They were fucking pissed. And then now I think about it, like I could have been painting like a birdhouse or something. You know what I mean? But they knew. They're like, this motherfucker's tagging on shit.
Fucking he ain't painting no fucking birdhouse. I'll tell you that, huh? Shit.
Like, cause I can't. I went to school. Like I grew up with school in the inner city and like in the east side and shit, and some of the west side. And then I moved to like Westminster for a little bit. And now here, like kids were soft, and it was fucking like nice, like you know, in the schools, like the bathrooms were nice, you know, whatever. Like the water faucets like were cold and tasted good, you know what I mean? And then I came to Denver, I came back to West, and like you go in there and like everything is fucking tagged, like they don't have the fucking stall doors because like, but they said like booze would. You get someone in the bathroom, you throw them in the stall doors, you lock the stall door, and you and like three or four of your friends would beat the fuck out of them. You know what I mean? And like there's no escape. So like like they didn't have the stall doors and shit. And plus, there was just more canvas for gangbangers to fucking tag and shit on. So like, fuck stall doors. And like all the watering faucets were like all gunked up and shit. Like they didn't work. And like when you did, it was like all lukewarm and like yeah, tasted like like metal and shit. And then fucking it was just weird. Like when you came out here, I was like, God damn it! Like I remember because we would just tag in the halls. Like you would like just walk through a hall and there'd be tagging all over it. And then the janitor would come by with his little cart and cover that shit up. And I remember one time the little homies like that fool saw, he's like, look all that fucking paint. This fool Hayes and this fool Maze. Them fools went over there and took everything off the fucking cart. Fool. Like they took all the fucking paint and shit. And the fucking janitor came back and that fool was fucking pissed. Like, how you gonna steal the cover up paint? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Flip that shit. You flip that fucking cover up paint into tagging paint, you know?
And he came back to the homies, like, damn, I had a whole cart full of fucking paint. Yeah, we just like, tag shit with it. Just different color than the school walls, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Ghetto, fool.
Yeah, we used to do that shit at North too, man. When I went to North, man, it was like, I swear, fool, I feel like it was like artist revolution time. Like it was fucking like the Renaissance over there. Cause like everybody had when I was at that school, like we had some of the baddest artists I've ever fucking seen in my life, man. These
like at Denver at the time, fool was like big in graffiti. Like everyone that was in the inner city was like fucking tagging shit. Even if you weren't good, like you were tagging shit. Like it was just like because of what they had. There's TKO, they had fucking RTD, they had like fucking countless like little tagging crews. Like and all they would do is Al 2K. Al 2K was sick, huh? Yeah. BMS.
Yeah, bums. Yeah, fucking even the little dudes over at North, I forgot what their names were. I forgot what their little crew was, but they were fucking bad too. Like, and I had beef with them fools. I didn't like them fools, but like their art was fucking crazy. Like it was so crazy. Like even the science teacher, because like her room was like everything was fucking tagged in that bitch. Like the desks had shit all over, the walls had shit all over. Like the kids didn't respect that shit at all. Like in the middle of class, the motherfuckers would just like stand on a fucking desk and like start writing on the wall and shit. So she started like, she was like, you guys got to stop doing this shit. So she put paper along the whole fucking classroom. She's like, if you guys are going to fucking tag shit, just tag the paper. Like I'd stop doing the walls, start doing the fucking paper on the walls. So people started doing that shit. And then there would be like big ass murals on it and shit. And like, she would just take some of them and like display them sometimes. And yeah, it was
that's a good teacher. That's a good fucking way to handle
smart
badass little colored kids. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm telling you, this one of the kids told this bitch, he's like sitting there drawing and she was like admiring it, she was like all into it. She's like, wow, that's beautiful and all this. He's like, miss, I love graffiti, He's like, sometimes that shit makes my dick hard. Like straight to the teacher. And she was like, God damn.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of my classroom.
Man.
I swear.
Like, they wouldn't give a shit, huh? Like Denver is fucking crazy. Denver schools is fucking some shit. DPS, that's some real shit.
Yeah, that motherfuckers are funny, bro.
Like, I used to have homies fucking selling guns in DPS. You go set up a gun deal in the fucking bathroom and shit. You could buy any type of drug in that motherfucker, dog. Like shit, you used to be having some fun in there, baby.
I know. I was surprised. Like people told me how fucking crazy, like that North was like a jail and all this shit. And then I was like expecting metal detectors and shit at the front door, but like there was none of that shit. And fools just did that shit. Fools like literally would just bring guns, bring fucking, whatever the fuck they wanted over there. And it was like, okay, I guess
we used to get drunk, bro. We used to take a fucking thing full of fucking tequila in that bitch and get mad faded. Like I remember one time I took a bunch of ecstasy food, and it was like during like the standardized test, and I was at West, bro, and like we were training, like it was like a partner thing, like we were partner training for like a standardized test, like CSAP or fucking SATs or whatever the fuck, and like I was so fucking high, bro. Like I was just staring outside, and it was bright. It was a bright day. It was like a spring day. And I look outside, and every time I look in, bro, like the change from like light to dark would make my fucking eyes shake. And like I knew it too. Like I would feel my eyes roll in the back of my head and shit. And I was like, "Fuck, I am fucked up." And like my partner at the time, she's like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Your eyes just went like this." And she's like, "Are you on something?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I take some ecstasy shit. I'm fucking fucked up." And she's like, "Why are you still here?" I was like, "I don't know." And then we ended up taking the test, bro. And I was so fucking high, like I was trying to write on there and I couldn't write. And like I went to go erase it, and like I didn't know my strength or nothing because I was super fucked up. And I erased a hole through the fucking paper, flew like straight through the fucking paper. And I was like, "Fuck this!" And I just went and fucking gave it to the teacher. And she's like, "You're really gonna turn this in like this?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't have a fucking choice. I'm getting out of here. I can't be here." And I fucking just like left. I was like, "Oh shit!" I got like, "Oh, whatever you would expect me to get on that test is what I got."
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go to class drunk and shit all the time.
Yeah. High as fuck, taking ecstasy and shit.
Yeah, that was before I started doing any drugs and shit. I used to just go in fucking, or like, stoned, of course. But like, I remember I went faded into class one time, and I was sitting there all sloshed and shit, and like, some chick was just looking at me. She's like, "God damn, are you all right?" And I was like, "Can you tell?" And she's like, "Hell yeah." I was like, "Oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here then." I just up and left. I'm like, "Hell no, I ain't gonna sit here and fucking all drunk like this." I thought I was
Like
cool.
I
I was
remember I
getting
used
away
to
with
wake
it.
up extra early so I could smoke before I went to school, and then like I would go to school, and like I would sit in the front of my math class, food, and like my math teacher was some old ass lady. Like she didn't give a fuck. Like she was one of the teachers. She would just like stand at the board and just like, okay, with this, just write equations. Like she didn't even care if people were paying attention and shit. And I would sit at the very front, food, and I'd just be just like like my desk would face the whole entire classroom, and I'd just be staring at everyone. And this one bitch came up and sat down. She slid me a note, and I read it, and I was like, "Do you like me?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I don't even know you're fucking who you are. Who the fuck are you?" And she's like, "Well, you always stare at me." I was like, "Well, where do you sit?" She's like, "Right there." And it was like the seat right in front of me. And I was like, I'm sorry, baby. I come in high as fuck every day. You know what I mean? Like I just stare straight.
I ain't staring at you. I'm staring
Daydream and
through
shit.
you.
I mean, like I'm sitting here like surviving and shit. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. It's just you always look at me." I was like, "No, I don't fucking like you. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I'm sorry. I'm high as fuck every time I come in here." Fuck, I did that shit one time too. Who was one of my ex-girlfriends. I took a bunch of ecstasy, and I didn't like this bitch too much. You know what I mean? She was just someone to pass the time with. And I took a bunch of ecstasy, food, and I confessed my love to her and shit.
God.
And I did not love her at all, bro. Like I was just like, in my feelings. You know what I mean? Like I just took some of that love drug. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to cuddle and say nice
You
things
say,
to
"What's
someone.
up, baby? Shit, I love you."
And then she came up the next day, bro, and gave me like a big ass hug and a kiss and shit. And she was like, "Oh my god, I love you. I can't wait for it." And I was like, "The fuck is happening, bro?" And I went back and looked back at our old MySpace messages, and like I was just like telling her I love her and fucking like laying down the riz. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I told her, and like I broke up with her right then and there, fool. And I was like, you know what? I don't mean any of that. I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't know why I said all that shit. I can't be with you. And I broke up with her, and like ever since then, she would like pray on my downfall, fool. Like I was playing basketball one time, and I sprained the fuck out of my ankle, and she was actually friends with Linda, bro. And her and Linda were like we were playing basketball and shit, and then they were just walking around the edges of the gym. And I guess when I sprained my ankle, she's like, "Yeah, I hope that motherfucker broke that shit."
Oh yeah, motherfucker, that's what you
I was
get.
just sitting there rolling on the fucking ground and like writhing in pain. I guess she told Linda, "Yeah, I
You
hope
see
that
her over
motherfucker
there?
broke
Huh?
that shit."
Yeah, I hope that motherfucker broke it, bitch. Fuck.
I'm like,
Hating
God
ass.
damn it. That was like months after fucking we broke up, and she was like, "God damn, spiteful. That
You're
bitch
still
hates me."
praying on your downfall,
No, like
huh?
I'm telling you, I laid down like a legendary Riz. Like I was laying down some honey, baby.
You were really in love for a minute.
I was when I was off that shit, and then I came down.
That's
And I
what I'm
was like, "Fuck, I
saying.
hate this bitch. I don't even like this bitch."
I don't even know her last name. Fuck all this.
Like shit, my bad, baby. My bad, girl. I don't even know who the fuck you is, really. You know what I mean?
You just played that bitch's heart, huh? Oh, poor
Say
thing.
myself.
Playing that shit like a puppet.
Played yourself.
Yeah, that shit was
I
straight.
think that was the last time I really did ecstasy back in those days. I was like, nah, this shit's getting me in trouble. Shit's getting me in love and shit. It's out here, I'm out here
She
breaking
has me
people's
saying all
hearts.
kinds of
Shit.
stupid
I
shit.
can't be doing this.
Getting in relationships.
Got this bitch probably
I'm
praying
telling
on me to
bitches I'm
die
gonna give
and
them the
shit. You know what I
world and
mean?
shit. I love them and shit.
Took some ecstasy, got that bitch putting some bad prayers in the sky for me. You know what I mean?
I just probably had a little like Santa Maria type fucking
I
shrine
wouldn't be
for you at
surprised
home.
if she was a Jed and shit for real. She was fucking.
Mhm.
I guarantee you she was doing some shit to me. That's probably why my life sucked for so long. Maybe the curse ran out, or she forgot to renew it, or something.
She finally forgave you.
She gets an
Somebody else
email.
did
Oh,
that
your
for her.
fucking curse wore out on this. Would you want to renew? She's like, oh fuck it, it's been too long.
Yeah. Gotta go do a whole ritual again, buy another chicken.
Got to go get some more hair. You know what I mean? Go get
Find
some
his
more
hair
period blood.
again.
You know what I mean?
Mexican shit.
Mexican shit,
Wow.
Mexican fucking voodoo shit. You know what I mean? You gotta like, so people out there, if you fuck with a Mexican, especially like a Mexican, you gotta be aware they could put some curses on you, and that shit is real.
Yeah.
Like, you know why
Yeah.
people have poltergeists or whatever? These fucking cucuys and these fucking Mexican fucking
Put demons
brujeria
on
and
this
shit.
shit.
That shit's some
Brujeria?
real shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to be fucking
Motherfuckers
with that
think,
shit.
yeah, you think that shit's a game. That shit ain't no game.
That
You
shit
think it's a
ain't
game, and
fucking
next thing
real.
you know, you're in love and you can't
What-
stop
what's the-
obsessing with this bitch.
What's the little creatures that Linda's sisters think they have?
Fuck. And what do they call the
Dondas or
duendes? Yeah, duendes.
duendes. Huh?
Windows.
Yeah, those are like little elves that like what do they do? Steal your shit or
They just
something.
come in
Steal
and
your
put
shit,
like,
move
steal
shit around.
push shit different around. Yeah.
They fuck you and shit. There's this one lady that said she got
What?
pregnant by the duende, and then like I guess she was like telling her story and all that, and everyone's just thinking like, bitch, you cheated on your husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blaming the fucking duende and shit.
Bitch,
I was
it
just
ain't
sleeping there, and the duende slid up in me. You know what I mean? Got me pregnant, and bitch.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that's what that motherfucker's name was, huh?
In the words of the great American poet Kurt Cobain, where did you sleep last night? You know what I mean?
You bitch.
When the cold wind blows, you know what I mean? Where the fuck were you sleeping?
In the pines. I was in the pines, bitch.
She was laying with the duende, you know what I mean? Getting pregnant.
Sleeping with them little elf duendes, dog.
I'm
getting
like,
knocked
fucking divorce immediately.
out. Oh, fuck no, huh?
Supernatural shit is some real shit. Like, I don't know why everything in Mexico is way more real. Like, there's violence, you know what I mean? But then there's Mexican violence, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's cocaine, then there's Mexican cocaine. And believe
that
me,
shit.
there is a difference.
There's
Ah,
witches and there's Mexican witches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mexican sorcery.
Brujeria is some shit. But like Salem witches, I'd probably be pretty scared of them. You?
Yeah, I get any fucking
I don't
supernatural
know too
shit
much
like
about
that, I'd
Salem
probably be scared
witches.
of.
Salem witches? They like, I don't know. That's like devil shit. I think Brujeria comes from a different place, probably. A different entity, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't
That's
seem
the
as
same
evil as
thing, the
fucking
devil.
as the devil, I don't think.
They fucking worship
Yeah.
devils, fucking evil, dark
I think it's
magic,
just more
like dark
normalized.
entities.
Yeah, it's dark magic.
And then it's
If you hear one of the bitches say Avada Kedavra, duck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, shit.
A neutral duck.
Neutral duck. Duck
Neutral
Avada
duck don't
Kedavra.
block.
Full punish.
Shit's unblockable, so don't block.
Huh. I'd say they should have more combat as Voldemort.
That'd be tight.
That would be tight. What the hell? That fool's
Yeah, that fool
basically
kills
Munchie,
people all
though.
the goddamn time. Yeah, and gets killed and shit multiple times. Yeah, he fits the category.
Fucking kills people all the goddamn time. Huh?
Gets murked like 2 or 3 times throughout the whole fucking series and shit. Yeah.
You see that bitch standing there with a chicken and a fucking concoction, and she says Avada Kedavra? Yeah, duck. The Sasuke Avada Kedavra, and then you fucking
You have like the
blow up or something. I don't know what happens to you, but it's not good.
Middle East like hauntings.
Give that
and
bitch
stuff.
an
Have you ever
uppercut.
seen those videos and stuff?
In the
What?
Middle East, they have ghosts and shit out there too.
Yeah, like crazy ass fucking hauntings.
Mm-mm.
Word.
And like what about
Elaborate.
like Japanese ghosts, dog? Oh well,
Oni.
like them fools go around and like it's just like spirits like haunt the place. Like I was watching this one video, and these fools took like they went in there and they were trying to take pictures of like this like fucked up place. And so he went in there, took a picture, and like you could see like a shadow person standing there. And then he went back and took another picture, and it was just him who took the picture. And he saw like the picture showed the 3 of them, the 3 who went on the investigation, in there as like fucking shadow people.
Oh, what the
Oh
fuck?
shit.
And
So what they do? Are they alive?
yeah, they're alive, but it's just like they have some crazy ass shit. Like they see people like that's the Miss Mala.
Fuck that. Like I ain't trying
Like
to fuck
them
with none
fools,
of that shit.
like they do like this thing with mirrors, like they'll shine the light at the mirror and shine it behind him to see if they can catch a reflection. And he does that shit, and like you just see, like he just sees somebody standing right behind him.
Fuck all that shit. Fuck.
Imagine
all
seeing
that.
like a little fucking like little Japanese girl ghost like on the Grudge or some shit, you know? Just like
Fuck.
in the
sure it's
corner
like-
of your room one day.
You're haunted if you see that shit. You're cursed. She ain't never gonna forget who saw
If
her.
you see the tape, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If I were that girl, I'd make an OnlyFans. Come look at this tape. You know what I mean?
I'm stuck halfway
No, I'd be
through
like,
this.
come look at these
Stick 'em-
titties, and then they go look at it, and it's the tape. You're like, fuck, fucking bitch. I
Pay
want my
$5.99.
$12 back for whatever the fuck I paid for this.
You're just,
She's just over there balling.
No refunds. You know what I mean? The death. in 7
balling,
days.
killing motherfuckers.
$12. Peep this butthole. And it's just
Gas.
Goes out of the 8K
Uh,
TV and shit. Steals your soul.
There's got to
Just
be
get
a
a phone call.
loophole on that. You think she could do that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Make one. Ask people to come to her place and then just show them the tape.
Just make money.
Yeah.
Make money off of death for these fucking heathens. Huh? No, I'm scared of all that shit, man. Like if you catch me in some other part of the world and we're talking about some haunted shit, I'm not doing that. You know what
Why?
I mean? Because like America doesn't have ancient evil. Over there, like Native American burial sites and shit like that. That's ancient, ancient spirits. But like, there's not much of that in America. If you go to like China and you stumble upon some like fucking hut out there and that shit's like, you know, been
That's just
cursed
like
for
on a
fucking
fucking-
millennia and shit. You know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do with that?
Or you're just in a graveyard that has just like bodies in it, just like bodies like underneath it, and then
Bodies
like
on top of
buried
bodies, like
too.
Paris, like
Yeah.
catacombs, like ancient catacombs and
Like
shit.
Paris catacombs. I
fucking-
bet you that shit's fucking haunted as fuck.
Bet,
Just
big
Holes
bets.
all over the place and shit.
Like, yeah,
Huh.
this is where
Yeah.
fucking dead people rest. Like that whole place is just full of fucking bones. Like, you know that place is fucking haunted. You know that shit's evil.
They say like
I am
Gettysburg
fucking-
and shit, like where them fools had the Civil
I
War.
am.
That all
Yeah.
them fields are like hella haunted too. Like them fools just see
Well, death.
you know, soldiers walking around and shit like that.
Hundreds of fucking thousands of people died doing that shit.
Fuck,
All
what's it
that
called?
shit's kinda like-
Haunted.
I don't know why it's so boring. Like I did a paper on the Gettysburg Address when I was a kid, and I fucking hated it. I hated Gettysburg. And there's like people getting shot and shit, and I was like, God damn, this is like boring. This is a boring ass way to die. The Battle of
Yeah.
Gettysburg, and you fucking die. That's gay.
That's true. I'm way more interested in like the world wars than I never look up Civil War shit. I don't know why.
Like, have you seen that movie, The Patriot,
Mhm.
with Mel Gibson? That shit was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, there's way better, not better wars, I guess, but like,
these
there's way
internal
fucking
wars.
tighter wars than that shit.
All these
Way more
internal wars
entertaining
in the States, that shit's boring. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
like
watch
I think that
stuff
shit's
in a
corny because
different
every
country.
war America has fought has been with guns. Like we don't have any like back in the day when motherfuckers were having swords or fucking fists,
Right.
gladiators,
Yeah.
on
Shooting
shit. It's all
arrows
just
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we
Pilgrims
created a
came
gun
over
here,
with
right?
guns
Smith
and
Wesson?
fucking started everything.
What Smith and Wesson? You blessing with a Smith and Wesson? Shit,
Mhm. Smith and Wesson got me moving like an invasive species.
huh? Sending them to gulags, son. You see that Smith and Wesson? That's night. You know what I mean?
Catching foods in the Kuatan, sending them to the gulag.
Huh? Shooting the shit out of people. Like, have you seen that one where that like it's like road rage and like the black guy, like whoever's recording are white people, and then the black guy is like sitting there talking mad shit, flipping them off and all this shit. And he's like, blow that motherfucker to smithereens, and he pulls up that RPG. And the black guy just going up his window all fucking fast. Yeah, blow that motherfucker to smithereens.
Someone pull out an RPG. That's it. Oh fuck no.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, imagine you're just smithereens. You know what I mean?
Imagine, yeah, you're just on the highway and some motherfucker pulls a fucking rocket launcher out.
Like, there's people that have been reduced to
But you-
smithereens, I think. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah,
People
for
in
sure.
these fucking
Death
RIP
by
to the Japanese
reduction
with those
to
nukes.
smithereens.
That put them motherfuckers to smithereens.
The what?
Yeah, you step on
Dude.
a landmine.
A
Oh, a
nuke
nuke?
put
Yeah.
motherfuckers, yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
that's
shit,
good
just fucking missiles and shit, put motherfuckers to smithereens.
like
Everything
no.
around it in a
Lots of
radius.
smithereens.
Saving Private Ryan, where that fool's walking up on the beach, steps on a landmine, and then he just gets blown to smithereens. That fool's just pieces.
Pieces of fucking show.
Imagine seeing that, like, holy shit, that food just got blown to smithereens.
Hell no, I would not move. I would just stand
Why
behind
would
one of them little fucking metal things.
What's that
and just be
mean?
like, God damn,
Let's see.
smithereens.
Smithereens
that
is an
originate?
empty 409 that means small broken pieces or fragments. Okay, well, that's what it means. That's an actual term. It's not just like I thought it was just like meant something. You know, like some guy named Smithereen got blown to shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're like, damn, he
So
just
they
got
named
blown to smithereens.
He was once Smithereen and became Smithereens. You know what I mean?
No, not
Yeah.
Smith. And they said, "Damn, that's
Now that Jacob is now Jacobs. You know what I mean? Fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
he
got
got
blown
blown
to
to
Jacobs.
Jacobs." God damn.
That's
Shit.
a real thing. Okay, it's a scientific term. Example: that grenade blew him to smithereens.
Is that-
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we know that one.
Shit.
Yeah. Maybe that should be a question of the day. Hit us with your oldest English word that you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. What's a word that from back in the day you wish came back and people used more often?
What's a word that everyone used to use all the time?
Yeah. Mm.
I think of like the 50s and
Typewriter.
stuff.
No one says typewriter anymore.
It's because they don't exist no more. It's
never
like an
seen that
actual
shit.
object.
Hey man, are we wrapping this up?
Yeah, let's do that. Take us out of here.
Physical health as well as mental health as well. Love yourself, love the world around you, and get some pussy.
Some of that GOP.